our vendors very much for giving myself and the whole team at Ray White Ferntree Gully the pleasure and honour of auctioning off what is arguably their most prized possession. Folks, the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. Folks, as the auctioneer, I'm going to be indicating bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it will provide fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I'm going to be using during the auction to indicate I am making a bid on behalf of our vendors are simply vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, ladies and gentlemen, can place those vendor bids. Very quickly, buyers, our settlement terms offer plenty of flexibility here this afternoon, 30, 60 or 9 days. That's not going to be an issue for you when you want to settle on the property and start creating those priceless family memories. We're going to be asking as well, by standard Victorian auction law, a 10% deposit for the property here this evening, which you can make payable by bank transfer at the conclusion of the auction when we're getting you to sign the contract of sale. Folks, what we're dealing with here is a beautiful family property here with 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms and car spacing, underpinning your prospective purchase of a touch over 1,000 square metres of some of the finest soil that the outer eastern corridor of Melbourne has on offer. A beautiful, iconic upper Ferntree Gully property that spells absolute charm and character and gorgeous, tranquil, enchanting surroundings. We literally have everything that you could simply ask for in this beautiful family-friendly property, top to bottom, head to toe. It is equipped with absolutely everything you can simply ask for, from multiple living zones to space and storage to premium fixtures and fittings. It is a delight to look at and an even better property to come home to after a hard day's of work. In terms of location, we are literally hustle and bustle within Upper Ferntree Gully here and its surrounding suburbs, whether that be schools to give our family buyers confidence here, public, private, secondary, primary, of course, plenty of medical facilities, cafes, restaurants, a great combination of boutique and major shopping, and of course walking trails, bike tracks, and a multitude of parks and reserves. Buyers, I don't mind where we start the auction. I am totally in your hands. I am going to be guided by you. I will help you, of course, navigate you to that successful result here this afternoon. But in order for me to navigate you, you need to help me. So, in terms of an opening bid, I don't mind what it looks like. I don't mind where it is. I'm in your hands. Where would we like to see the opening bid now, buyers? Where do we go from here? Let's get the auction going. Folks, I don't mind where we start. I'll give you a little bit of a moment to think now before we place that opening bid, and then we'll get the auction moving with an opening vendor bid. Once again, I don't mind where that opening bid comes from. I'll give you one last opportunity to think about it. We'll say this and leave it with you for a lasting thought. Opening bidder gets an 80% chance of buying your property. True stat, that one, instantly, because you're flushing out your competition. Sarah, why are you laughing at me? It's a very true stat. Literally 80% of buyers that are the opening bidder end up being the buyer. I'm just trying to help people understand what's at stake. Yeah. So last chance, we'll call it 3 times. Once, twice, you find that funny, Tim. Third and final opportunity here. Out, done, finished, and absolutely silent. I'm going to kick the auction off at $800,000 now, buyers. Incredible value buying at that level. Over to you to jump back now. I'd like to see a $25,000 rise now. Take it at $825, and I'll simply make a deal with you. You go straight to $825. Nobody bids over your bid. I'll pass the property into you. How about that? I'll open up an exclusive opportunity for you to negotiate with our sellers at their extremely realistic reserve price. Now at $825, I won't be putting the property on the market. I will simply open up that negotiation opportunity. You will not be obliged to buy the property at that price, unless the vendor says they're happy to sell it for that price, of course, but you're not obliged to. I just give you the chance to have a chat with our sellers so we can make sure that everybody walks away happy here today. 800 is the offer. Once, need to know at $825 if you want to jump back. Twice at $800,000. Third, final chance now. Last opportunity, buyers, to jump back at $825. Out, done, finished, and silent. No problem. We'll progress with the auction at $825,000. I won't place any more vendor bids. Buyers, over to you to jump back. A $10,000 increment on top. Take me to $835. That will be your final opportunity now. Or we wrap up proceedings now at $825,000. I'm going to call it again 3 times. Waiting for a 10 on top now at $3.5. Won't take too much more of your time. Last chance here. We'll call it 3 times. $825 the offer. Vendor bid, of course. What that simply means, just so we're clear, if we passed it in at this number, which is a vendor bid, it just means that we can speak to every single prospective buyer, so nobody has that negotiate. Once at 825,000. Twice at 825,000. Third and final opportunity at 825. Out, done, finished, and absolutely silent. Folks on behalf of the whole team, thank you very much for joining us here for our auction. The beautiful surroundings here up the Ferntree Gully never seem to disappoint. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll certainly update you with the song result very, very shortly. Thank you very much.